Welcome back to another episode 97 of the Spittin Hoops podcast. We are back. For us, recording after a little bit of a break. For y'all, not so much. Last podcast, we broke down a lot of the pre-trade, post-trade deadline news and whatnot going on. Today, we're going to kind of break down some of the storylines that have been going on since the deadline, kind of doldrums of the season, all-star break, etc. Obviously, talk about Bam's performance. But yeah, that's we're going to kind of bring it back, kind of get back in the rhythm of it, and hopefully have a strong end of the season here leading up to the playoffs. Anthony, how are you feeling? I'm sure you're feeling great with Tatum coming back. I don't think we talked about that lately.
Let's go, baby. It was so cool to see him come back. The game against Dallas was awesome. Like, he was so nervous, and then he just found his flow and just changes the entire trajectory of the Celtics season. So I talk.
Yeah, 100%. Today, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into some other stuff about the league. But frankly, last podcast, we did a quiz, and we really liked that. So right now, we're going to get right into another quiz. Actually, it's not just one quiz. We're going to do two quizzes. Anthony, you want to tell the viewers what quizzes we're doing?
Let's get quizzy with it, baby. So in honor of the Wilt, Bam, Kobe now scoring list, we were insane. We were going to look at some of the top craziest in-game scoring records of all time. So let's see how we do.
Yep, let's see how we do. First quiz, most NBA single game points per season. And then the second quiz will be the NBA single game scoring leaders by team. So that's going to be the fire one, if we're being honest. Like, this first one's kind of a lead up. The second one is top 5 scoring performances per team. This is like in 2K. Anthony's not going to get this. This is like in 2K when you look up the team records, team scoring records. It always shows you the top 5 players. This is what this is. So,
and if you look on this one, it is not updated all the way as in the second one because because
we're missing
our boy
Wilt, Bam, Kobe. Yeah, This one is updated though. So, okay. Anyways, enough yapping from us. Let's get right into it. And yeah.
All right. So last names?
Yeah.
Man. Wilt. Bob Pettit, no.
Damn. I thought I just assumed that would be the Hawks.
Interesting. Maybe Lou Hudson?
Oh. Let's
pull.
Go. You're him.
Come on. No, nice. Sorry. I'll stay with looking at the Pistons. Oh, yeah. Yeah, David Thompson's the Skywalker, bro. He was so
Sorry,
good.
I have a few in my brain that I'm just rattling off.
Wait, say the team name before you type it.
Okay, let's start from the close. Let's start from the most recent one, and then work our way down. Okay,
all right.
Bio
for the Heat. Is that Jokic for the Nuggets?
Yeah. Doncic.
Yeah.
Lillard.
Dame, and Donovan Mitchell. Yeah.
Durant. No.
Kyrie, wow, and Cat. Okay, Curry.
Yeah,
Curry for Golden State. And then we gotta go Harden. Devin Booker. Man, that was against the Celtics. I remember that game.
Yeah.
The Lakers. Kobe. Yeah, he's gonna be on here. The Knicks. Gotta be that Melo. New Jersey Nets. Darren Williams, bro.
No way. That's unreal.
Let the king pop. D-Wade or Bron?
Oh, yeah. Damn, that's kind of crazy. He's only in here once.
I know. This is a classic. Brandon Jennings.
Yeah. Demon. Rookie
Demon. On the Sixers, well, it's got to be AI.
Oh, you're him. Magic. McGrady.
T-Mac. That might be Jerry Stackhouse.
Yeah, I think it is. Damn. Shaq. Malone.
Both Malones.
Glenn Rice.
Oh, Paul, bro.
No, not Duncan. Robinson.
Shout out. Dominique Wilkins.
Yeah. I almost did Lenny Wilkins. Nuggets.
Is this? I mean, it's not Alex English, is it? He's kind of old at this time, but Or would it be this? There's this player named Michael Adams. Okay, let's go. He was like a weird 2010 guy out of nowhere.
Demon. I'm not over that. That's crazy. Larry Bird.
Larry Bird and Bernard King. Shout out.
Warriors 83.
Latrell Sprewell was later. Is that like the Run TMC?
It's like before.
That's before. Yeah, so it would be like Chris Mullen. Who was putting up? Mitch Richmond, yeah, also late.
Too early. This is too early for Mitch Richmond.
How about for the Jazz, though? Would that also just be Adrian Dantley?
Yeah.
He was a demon.
Damn. Warriors.
Who was the worst? I know I'm kind of stuck.
McAdoo?
I know I'm stuck on the Warriors. Oh, I mean, that's going to be somewhere, yeah.
Oh, that's earlier.
But speaking of earlier, that 68, I think, for the Jazz is Pete Maravich. Yeah.
And then Barry.
Rick Barry. Is that Delvin Hayes?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too. Hayes.
Oh no.
Unsold?
Bob Dandridge, man, that would have been. Was it Kevin Porter, like the senior? No.
It's some guy who's like one of my pulls on Immaculate Grid for the Wizards.
While you're doing that, is Dave Bing the Pistons?
You're him. Okay. Bulls 71.
Is that Bob Boozer? No. Or is that Artis Gilmore?
Yeah.
No, wow. Okay. Is there Jerry Lucas? Oh.
Damn. Jerry Lucas was a good pull.
Baltimore Bullets in the early 70s. And then the Warriors. Man, are these going to suck that we didn't know these?
How much time are we left? A minute?
Damn. A minute. Huh. Bulls. Bullets. The Bullets were like still. I mean, they're on their way to being good. I think this is like before their championship time, so this is like just a deep.
Yeah.
Like who is putting up? Yeah, man, I might be out. I might be tapped out.
Dude, I can't get over this Bullets one. I feel like we should get the Warriors were so terrible during that period that I'm kind of like, wash on that.
Like, I wonder if there's just some
bro.
Oh, you're so.
That's who my Immaculate Grid
Phil
pull is.
Chenier.
I was trying to remember who.
He's such a pull. Young Phillip, bro.
Damn, Gilmore. It wasn't Artis Gilmore.
It wasn't Artis. Oh, this is gonna stink.
Yeah, this is gonna stink.
All right.
Chet Walker, Purvis Short. Yeah, okay. I mean, to be honest, like those were gettable.
Yeah,
considering some of the other ones we got.
Okay. I mean, if we were around back then, we would have like known those guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah, hopefully that means we can get this next one pretty easily.
I know. Yeah, let's get Purvis Short and Phil Chenier out of the way.
Who was the other guy? Chet Walker.
That's right.
We need to remember that. All right, you ready?
Yeah, bang.
Walker.
Because this is most in a season for that year, not. Yeah, and Chenier's was 53. All right, well then let's get Purvis Short. I mean, Steph probably has this. Yeah, Steph.
Yeah, you're right. Damn, we actually tried to big brain it. It didn't work at all.
Yeah, did not.
Stackhouse will be here. Okay.
Damn, okay.
Let's start Hawks.
Yeah, Hawks. Pettit for show and Dominique. And maybe Trae Young. Okay, and there's one more.
Damn.
Who else was
Joe Johnson?
I mean, or Lou Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Huh.
Man, the Hawks just
We can
don't have
just
like.
we can just go to the next team. I feel like we shouldn't linger too long.
Yeah, I'm with that.
All right, Bird, Pierce, Tatum.
Tatum, Jaylen Brown. Was he at 56? Oh, somebody.
Antoine Walker. No.
Sam Jones, maybe, or Tommy Heinsohn. We can come back. There's an H before the N at the end. Hein, and then like S-O, like SOHN. Okay, I mean, not enough to. McHale. It's Kevin McHale.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. All right.
Durant, Irving, Harden,
Williams.
Nice. Okay.
Oh, nice. We got Freeman Williams.
Glenn Rice. Good morning.
You think LaMelo?
Yeah.
Okay, 50 piece.
Gordon.
All right.
Nice.
Yep.
James
Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell.
I forgot about that. Doncic.
Nowitzki yet? Oh yeah, okay. He could score. Jokic, nice. And then is that the Michael Adams again?
Yeah, nice. You're him.
All right.
Rip Hamilton.
Nice.
Sadiq
Bey.
I forgot
Sadiq Bey, bro.
That's
wild. Cade Cunningham?
Cunningham. No.
Oh no. Isaiah Thomas never did, right? Or like Grant Hill never did.
Jennings.
This has got to be the Dave Bing one. The Pistons. They just didn't have a lot of like well-known scoring talent like that.
Okay, we can move on.
Yeah. All right. I wonder who that 100. Yeah.
Chamberlain. Easy enough. Pacers.
Reggie
Miller. Jalen Rose? No.
Paul George?
Yeah.
Wow. The fifth highest game is 47 points. It's kind of crazy. Jermaine O'Neal? Okay.
Test?
Yeah. Danny Granger?
Damn, Sprewell.
It's a good thought. Victor Oladipo? Who else? There's this George McGinnis. Like Mick Guinness, like IS. Oh no, okay, not there.
Damn.
All right, yeah.
TJ Warren.
TJ Warren. Yeah, that was a pull and a half. Good stuff.
All right, we can move on though if you want.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard.
Wow.
Lou Williams.
Bob McAdoo.
Yeah, it's a great ball.
Okay. Was Corey Maggette putting up 52?
No, but
or like Al Harrington?
Elton Brand. Aaron Davis.
Well, Anthony Davis, all right. I mean, not Blake Griffin, right? Blake Griffin was number.
Chris Paul. Damn. We can go next.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, World Be Free.
Oh, damn.
No, damn. Okay.
Bryant. No.
Jerry West. Elgin Baylor. Yeah, Baylor.
Oh yeah, Baylor.
Young Joffrey. Who had 40? Sharif Abdur-Rahim. I think it's like Abdur. Yeah, Rahim. If it is. Okay, no. Was that Mike Miller, bro?
We already got him.
Oh, okay. Pau Gasol?
I already tried him too.
Oh, you tried him. Okay. All right, I guess we should keep going. Wade, Kenny Lofton Jr.
He had a crazy game at some point. Wade got it. Bucks on Antetokounmpo. Robertson.
Middleton. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. Oh, Michael Red.
Nice, you're him.
Okay. And Edwards. KG. No, wow. Oh, Cat.
You're him.
Okay.
Pelicans. Williamson?
Or Brandon Ingram. Like low key.
Oh, do they have the lineage of old? Yeah, they.
I don't think so. I think they're their own. Um, Trey Murphy. You think he had one recently? I feel like he did. No. Okay. Is Malachi Flynn on here somewhere? No, for the Pistons. Yeah, he had 50, but not.
Yeah.
Um, okay, yeah, keep going. Yeah, good call. Bernard King. Oh, all different guys. Like Walt Frazier, or Willis Reed. I know we're just saying like the scorers, but Patty Ewing.
Yeah, I wish I had
No,
years.
I know. Hmm. Oh, right. Well, you want to go down? Oh, Allen Houston. Oh, nice.
Yeah, let's go down. We actually need to probably make some better time here. Westbrook.
McGrady. Nice. That's nice.
70.
Iverson. I mean, Iverson will be the 60, but why are we? Oh,
70 for
MB.
the Sixers. Oh, Embiid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Um, Charles Barkley,
Barkley. Damn.
or not? 60 on the Kevin Johnson. Who is scoring like this for the Sunnies? The Sunny side ups. Okay, yeah, let's keep
Yeah, we can
first.
pivot. Lillard.
Nice. Oh, okay, that's huge.
Uh,
Boogie Cousins.
um,
We try Nate Archibald again. Mitch Richmond. No. Terry Evans. Chris
dude,
Webber.
who's the center? First overall pick, Weber. Damn.
No. Okay. All right. Let's knock out these other teams. Oh, nice, dude. Obviously.
Robertson.
We got him already. All right. Robinson. Gervin. He'll probably fill out the rest. Oh no. Okay. Oh, nice. Ginobili, yeah.
Finley?
Mike Mitchell.
Mitchell.
No. Finley was a good thought. Oh, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Nice, you're him. Okay, Raptors. Carter.
Bosch.
DeRozan. Lowry.
Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, Jazz. Let's get Maravich and Malone. Yeah, and no Mitchell. Okay, and then Wizards. Brad Beal. Nice. Oh, didn't we have this guy Chenier? Or no? Oh, all right.
Damn, we could have done better than that.
We could have done better.
Arenas, Van Fleet, Siakam Ross could have got that. Dantley could have got that. Jack Twyman
could have.
Monroe.
Gilbert Arenas was a bad one to miss.
Yeah. Tom Chambers.
We should have got that.
Richie Guerin, not pissed that we didn't get that. McCollum and Mashburn probably should.
Really nice. All right, that wasn't terrible.
See, I couldn't tell you who Charles Smith was. Is this Charles Smith, the TV announcer?
Wow, look at that's his.
Oh, anyways.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Good for him.
Cool.
Good for Charles Smith.
How did we do against the average? Okay.
Not
great, but
all right. And we're back. So just done with the quizzes. Now this is gonna be the meat of the podcast. no longer sharing my screen, unfortunately for you guys. So you guys are gonna have to deal with looking at our faces up close and personal. Um, there's a few things we have to talk about. Number one is just the Bam situation. He deserves that we talk about it. It was a historic night, a historic performance. Um, I think we're going to talk about like the public reception of it, just like everyone else. The Anthony just reacted with a clap in our Zoom meeting. That's crazy. I have no idea how that's going to look on the recording. But truly, like, yeah, we're going to get into the reaction and all that. But before we do that, he should be showered in positivity for being the second all-time scorer in an NBA basketball game, which is historic stuff. The third player ever to score more than 80 points. To be fair, he went 20 for 43 or whatever he went for. And guess what? No one's gonna remember. I'm not gonna. I barely remember now. I can't even tell you what
Yeah.
how many shots he missed. I just remember he went 7 for 22 from three. But
Yeah.
but truly, like he did it. The Wizards could not stop him or chose not to. It doesn't matter. It's an NBA basketball game. Not a lot of. There's been so many games in NBA history where teams have not tried, and no one else could get 80 points. So he deserves all the flowers in the world for that. And the reaction from the team and etc. was very uplifting in my opinion.
Bro, could not agree more. If we look at the Heat, who are actually playing pretty well, 7-3 in their last 10 games. So they're 30-30. They are just a half game behind the Raptors for the sixth seed. So here they come kind of thing. And yeah, I'm with you, bro. Was not expecting it. I'll tell you where I was. I was bowling and heard, yo, Bam just had 31. I go, oh, that's not bad. No, in the first quarter. Oh, in the first quarter. Okay, 43 at half. Wow, okay, he has a shot of doing this. 62 at the end of the third quarter. He really has a shot of doing this. And then, yeah, man, I'm with you. Like, anytime somebody's that close, you can kind of do whatever you want. And to your point, I'm not going to, I mean, we'll remember the details because people are going to complain about it so much. I actually don't know how many people are complaining about something like this because it feels like a very loud minority that care. But yeah, bro, like you got to be able to stop them. And the Wizards weren't able to do that. Somebody said, I heard that Bam put Asia Wilson's brain into his body so he could learn how to play offense. But
That's
there's this
hilarious.
clip, dude, so awesome. And there's this clip of Michael Beasley, who's famously like an unreal one-on-one player. And he said there's only one player who's ever beaten him one-on-one. And that's
Yeah.
Bam.
Yep.
So
I remember that actually. And I remember seeing that and thinking back to that right after the game, to be honest. Um, yeah, I think yeah, he deserves all the flowers in the world. I think the vocal minority was really vocal right after the game because definitely, I watched actually I was playing video games with some buddies, one of which being a Heat fan, and he was like, dude, Bam just had 31 in the first quarter. So actually I literally watched from the beginning of the second quarter onwards, and like honestly, it like was not that bad. It got crazy in the fourth quarter and whatnot when they're like fouling to get the ball back and whatever. But and I think that's why some people were kind of shocked. But like, yeah, like think about all the times like when Clay or like when Clay had 60 and three quarters and got benched for the fourth, and when Kobe had 60 and three quarters and got benched in the fourth, like all we talked about after those games is, oh, you just should have let him play. And like that's what you remember those games for. And instead, bam, we got to remember him for an 80-point game because he actually played it out and because Spoelstra gave him that shot. So it was
mhm.
awesome. I actually loved it. And and to be honest, like I love the Wizards. Like I love watching them and whatever, and they're a fun team for me to follow. But like they had Alex Sarr chilling on the bench, play him, you know.
Mhm.
And if you want to tank that bad, like Alex Sarr had 30 points in 20 minutes that game. They just benched him second half. They were like, sorry, you're playing too well. But guess what? That's what when you do shit like that, someone gets to drop 83 on your head, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
maybe that's the built-in tanking deterrent. I don't know.
yeah, man. I just also I think it's so cool if we look at this guy. If you like the NBA, you'll know who this guy is in 30 years. But if you don't follow the NBA at all, you will have no idea who this guy is. Let's just look through the awards. He's a three-time All-Star. He's been All NBA a few times, twice, is it? He's been all defense team a couple of times. What is his I mean, he's made the finals twice.
He's been
Like,
5-time All Defensive, 3-time All Star, and
okay,
and he's been top 5 Defensive Player of the Year like 6 of the last 7 years running. To be fair,
okay. So, and never, I guess he's never been on the All NBA team, which I'm a bit surprised about. But
well, the crazy part of this is like if we go down the line of like single game performances, you got Wilt, you got Bam,
mhm,
you got Kobe, you got Luca,
yeah,
you got David
yeah,
Thompson, you got Dame
yeah,
Lillard, Donovan Mitchell, David Robinson, Elgin Baylor, Joel Embiid. So that's your top, like the 10 players who had the top scoring performances in NBA history. The person Bam is the guy who's like all of those other guys
yeah,
probably had a top 5 MVP finish at some point in their career, at
right.
least. You know,
And David Thompson, he's only there like short because his career got cut short.
yeah.
But even him, yeah, even he was a top five like
He
MVP
won.
level
He
guy.
won an MVP, right?
I don't think he won MVP, but he was like top three.
I think he won. Oh, David Robinson or David Thompson?
David Thompson, David
Oh, yes.
Robinson's pantheon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Yeah. David Thompson, didn't David Thompson have like a top 3 MVP finishes like rookie season or something crazy?
yeah, his like first or second season. I mean, he's Michael Jordan's
Yeah.
like idol,
Yeah.
or his like the person he followed, him and Julius Erving.
Yeah.
So
Demon. So yeah, anyways, but it's just
crazy.
awesome because you look at that list and that's a bunch of Hall of Famers, MVP finishers, etc. And it's Bam Adebayo. And guess what? He deserves it. Like he went crazy. Like honestly, the only game that kind of stands out in like a way that's like even similar to this is like yeah, like when we did that quiz and I threw down like Kenny Lofton's name because he had like a 50-point game. It's like it reminds me of games like that. It's a lot, it feels like closer to that than like the
Yeah,
Kobe 81, but he outscored Kobe, like it's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Like when
But
Corey Brewer dropped like 50.
yeah, exactly. Or yeah, Malachi Flynn. Like who's like another guy is like super random who dropped like
Bay, we just
yeah.
we're talking about too. Like,
Exactly. There's honestly, it's really tough because everyone else on this list, like I would welcome everyone to like go through the list of top game performances. Every single person on this list is like literally top 75 players, except for like
yeah,
David Thompson again, like his career got cut short. Um, yeah, it's like Michael Jordan, Karl Malone, Shaq, Kobe, James Harden, Dame Lillard, Bam Adebayo. Like that's like it's awesome, it's hilarious, and like it's one of the great things about the NBA. And I think he deserves it. It's really cool.
yeah, it's cool. I mean, he will be remembered by like now sports fans for forever.
Yeah, and also I'm stealing Bill Simmons' point, but this me 100 points is doable. Whether it happens or not, I'm not sure, but I mean it's doable.
You're not sure. It's like well verified that that game happened. Wait, are you saying that
No,
you don't
whether
know?
it happens in the future,
Oh,
whether someone actually goes on to beat it in the next like 50 years, I don't know, but clearly it is doable.
mhm. Yeah. Because if Bam hits a few more of those threes, he's already at 90.
It's
And
like
then
Luca, to be honest, just feels if
Luka.
Luca could have just had that game and just hit like 10 more threes.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like 10 is an exaggeration, but you don't need to hit 10 more. If Bam hits 13 threes instead of 7, that's an extra 12 points. You're at 80, you're at 95. If he hits 13 threes instead of 7, he's at 95 points pretty much.
That's 18 more points.
Oh, 18 more points. You're right. My math is
So
off.
he's at 101.
Exactly. So there you go. If Luca just has the game Bam Adebayo just had and hits 6 more threes, not even adding extra shot attempts, because this is the other thing. If someone shoots 50 times, like you could also just beat Bam off volume.
Yeah. It's the free throws that was incredible. Like that he set the record for most free throws attempted and made in a game.
Really? I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. 36 for 43. And he's not like known to be a great free throw shooter. He's like 77%, which is solid. But like that volume, it's
You're
rather,
right.
yeah.
And it's by like 4 free throws too.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And to be honest, watching the game, like the Wizard, they were fouling them.
Yeah.
Some of the calls were hilarious because Bam knew they were about to double him or try to do whatever, so that he would get the ball and he would just shoot it So they would get there and just foul him as he's just like chucking up a shot from like 25 feet. And you're like,
Yeah.
and Bam's like, this shot's not going to, like, he did it a few times where he was like, I know the shot's just not going to go in, but they're going to like get close enough to me where I could sell this foul. And like, that was kind of funny. But outside of that, it was like pretty, it was like, I wouldn't call it an ethical performance, but it wasn't like that bad.
It was ethical enough.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like, it wasn't, the fourth quarter wasn't basketball, but like, that's what happens when you bench Alex R and you play a bunch of weak players and the other team says screw it. You know,
Yeah.
more teams should do that. That's my takeaway from this game. I basically like more teams should do this. Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, people complain about the NBA not being competitive enough, and then this guy's competitive, and people complain about
yeah.
this. It's like,
Honestly, though, for the PR of bad teams, it was so good just to like dunk on them. Like I will say,
like for the Wizards
like it was just
to be the team.
it was like good PR in terms of like if you're like pro tanking solutions, you know, this was great PR for you, you know.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So funny.
Um it's that's all I had on the BAM topic. There's one
Yeah.
more thing I wanted to talk about, and I guess this is for you too. Um can the Celtics win the East? Like could the
Yeah,
Celtics
bro.
like and could they be the favorites in the East?
Yeah, bro. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So, yeah, bro, let's talk about
Okay, so yeah, I hate that you had to qualify, but after the Celtics not playing at full strength, but losing back to back against the Spurs and the Thunder, albeit both were competitive games, both were pretty close. Those teams just look like they're at another level. So, but as it stands, the Celtics went out and they beat the Cavaliers pretty handily last week. So that's looking pretty good. I think the Knicks do have a certain level of depth and just well roundedness, and obviously they don't seem to be very afraid of the Celtics. Um, and we saw that in the playoffs last year. I do think
it. Yeah.
that can be, yeah.
Like they can beat the Celtics for sure.
They can. And the Pistons, I just think, are a bit young and they only have one true creator in Cade. So if you can kind of shut him down, I think the way that Cade has been playing is unbelievable. So like him, even Luka Garza a little bit, who hasn't been terrible, and then the pickup of just getting Vucevic coming back off of injuries will be huge. So yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. And there's no other team in the East that I think. I mean, unless Charlotte goes on a tear and we have to play them in the first round, I won't be happy about that.
Yeah, but also if you lose to Charlotte, like you weren't getting out of the East anyways, you know. It's like
Yeah.
probably like one of those. I think the thing about the Pistons is that they will need to prove it to us, I think. That's kind of I think where we're at. Like as a regular season team, you're really good, but this like you said, this model of just having one creator, like I need you to prove it to me kind of in the playoffs, you know.
Right.
Like I'm not just based off the roster construction. Also, the way Brown is playing this year, did him and Tatum are him and Tatum just going to kind of swap roles for the rest of the year? And like, is that just going to have that? Because Tatum's not going to be Tatum of last year, like if we're being real. But could he just be Jaylen Brown of last year? Like, probably.
He could, yeah, he definitely could be.
Yeah.
Um,
So it feels like the route could be there. And like don't get me wrong, if that's what happens, you know, the Knicks, like we said last year, the Knicks, you know, did beat the Celtics. So like, you know, there is that. But like, yeah, like I think the Knicks not having home court, we'll see how that goes. Maybe they do end up stealing that from the Celtics, but you know, that would kind of hurt. And I don't know. I kind of do. I think the Celtics have already been so good without Tatum. It's kind of hard not to give them the benefit of the doubt that they'll even be a little bit better with Tatum, you know?
mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I think that we have a lot. I mean, Baylor Shireman's been great. Hugo Gonzalez has been great. Jordan Walsh hasn't been playing quite as much, but he had been great. I
I
mean, even like
trust
a Ron Harper Jr. has been good. Like,
Yeah, I trust Missoula to math it. You know, like you'll sign Ron Harper to a full contract at some point here probably, but like I kind of trust Missoula to math it out and like yeah, like realistically, you kind of have like 11 guys who might be playable, and let's say in like a playoff series that goes down to nine, that's enough people. That's enough that you got the depth, and then if Brown and Tatum are firing, Derek White's playing well. Pritchard's playing well. Like, I don't know. And Derek White's having a bad season overall, but he's been playing slightly better. But it's hard not to imagine that Tatum coming back isn't going to like he's probably the one who will be the biggest beneficiary of that. Derek White.
Oh, totally. And I mean, just the way that Tatum plays too, he's such a willing passer and he's such a great rebounder. And these are just facets that Jaylen Brown has become a really good passer too. Like he's averaging career highs in assists. But Tatum found that earlier, and he's just a little bit more dynamic, and he just draws. I mean, people aren't doubling Baylor Shireman, and Tatum comes on the court, and now you can give Derek White more open looks, Peyton Pritchard more open looks.
So, yeah, and even if you're not doubling Tatum because he's not healthy, the thing is you're thinking about him the whole time, just the same way you're thinking about Brown, same way you're like it's just a different level of player compared to all these other guys that like even Tatum versus Peyton Pritchard, like these are just different levels of player, these are, and you add one of those guys like. Tatum at any level of strength is probably just slotting in and being like a top 35 player at minimum, so yeah.
Man.
And so if you were the second seed and you just added a top 35 player, it's pretty elite. With that, I think, that's kind of the way I'm moving forward from now is like, I think the Celtics will be the favorites for me coming out of the East. I don't really see a first round matchup that scares me. And frankly, the only matchup that kind of scares me is actually the Knicks. I actually do think the Knicks would actually have a great shot to beat the Celtics, to be honest. But that's kind of the only matchup where I'm like, damn, like I think it's a 60-40 matchup for the Celtics, maybe. But the rest of the matchups, I would just easily pick the Celtics,
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Knicks are good, man. I mean, they're actually playing the Warriors right now, and it's not going amazing, but they're a good team.
And the Knicks are one of these teams I also think that they're playing for the playoffs. As much as like Mike Brown's instituting his new system and everything, like I think that they get up for the playoff games also. Like these are very good players. They've been in playoff games before. They get up for those more so, especially they've been kind of together for a little bit at this point. It's kind of yeah.
I'm looking at some of their recent games, and they did lose the back-to-back Los Angeles games, but they beat the the Nuggets by 40. They lost a close game to the Thunder. They beat the Raptors, who are not amazing, but they beat the Spurs, and they beat the Rockets. So, yeah, man, I think they can play with anybody.
And to be honest, like the issue with the Knicks, like kind of years previous for me was like their depth. I really didn't like their depth, and actually this year, I like the depth. Like I hate to say it, I'm like, damn, y'all got 10 guys that I like. Like, if Alvarado's your 10th guy, all right, bet.
Yeah, I mean they're in a great spot. We both love that pickup, and they can just put the ball in the basket, bro.
And let's be real, Brunson's gonna play 44 minutes per playoff game. Like, so
dude, all of their guys, Brunson, Cat, Anunoby, and Bridges all shoot 37% from three. So does Josh Hart. And Shaman McBride shoot 42% from three or better. Like they're in a good spot.
They're really nice, man. I think they're really good. I'm big fans of what they're capable of, and they would be my second team out of the East. I just do think they're beatable. Like there's a reason they went 7 games Detroit last year. They do have flaws and like certain teams can exploit them. And like if Detroit beat the Knicks in a series this year, I wouldn't be that surprised. I would be surprised if Detroit beat the Celtics, for example, though, so I think that's kind of my issue. But I think these are the two best teams, in my opinion, in the East. They're the two teams I think have the best shot to get out of the East. But if the Pistons got out of the East, I wouldn't be surprised either. I think the East, like the margins are not that big. The East is actually very good. And, we can end up having some fun with the discussion of like East versus West. I actually think the East is really, really good. I don't think the margins are that deep. I actually think the West has way bigger margins between the top 3 teams than the rest, for example.
Who do you think we can move off the East.
Yeah.
You want to talk West?
Yeah, if you want. I was just mentioning, because I think like the Nuggets, the Spurs, and the Thunder are the only teams I see coming out of the West. If the Cavs got out of the East, like that's possible.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, those were the four teams that we talked about like 2 months ago or whatever that had the chance. And I mean, Orlando's been a little bit spunky recently, which is fun. And that was a team that you and I both talked about that was the early, could they do this kind of team?
Yeah.
But I
And
don't see them.
I just remember, I think I poo-pooed the Celtics on that podcast.
Yeah, you did. I remember that.
I think I said I don't see them being a favorite, but honestly, God, I hate glazing, but like the Celtics, but Jaylen Brown is just like bravo.
Bro, yeah.
Like Jaylen Brown is just like this season is like yeah, like how I'll never take him out of a top 15 ranking for the next like 2-3 years minimum.
Mhm.
Like he could tear his ACL. Like, like to be honest.
Yeah,
Um
he's been so good.
yeah.
So
On
grateful
the
for Jalen Brown.
small thing on the Magic, God, I love Anthony Black. I love Anthony Black,
Mm.
man.
Yeah, you've spoken positively of him before, I remember.
He's
Yeah.
like been a little worse like last few weeks, like right before the deadline. I think like around that time he was definitely like excelling. But yeah, I would just encourage people to like watch Anthony Black play basketball, like very fun basketball player. And also on a team that has
Yeah.
like 5 qualified starters, like he just starts as like this extra guy whenever one of those guys are injured. He plays like small forward, shooting guard, power forward, like or it's not power forward, point guard. And like he's 6'7", like he's tall. So like he kind of is able to be very malleable, and he's actually like shooting 34% from three on 5 threes a game. Like it's not great percentages, but that's you can stay on the court and you can play a lot of minutes at that like rate.
Hmm.
For a
Yeah.
guy who's an extreme like a plus plus defender. That's like I guess I was burying the lead there, but that's like the big thing with him is like if you're scoring 16 a game at age 22 as a plus plus defender with relatively good 3-point stats, he's gonna be in this league for a really long time, and he's gonna
Bro,
be
yeah.
the difference maker. To be honest, like the path
He's
is there for him to kind of just keep getting better. So I'm excited for the Magic because even though they did go all in with this Bane trade, like they kind of have homegrown talent that can keep developing.
Mhm.
Whether that's Anthony Black, whether that's Tristan Da Silva, whether that's Jet Howard, it's kind of fun.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, obviously Suggs is better version of that. If he can stay healthy, then I mean he's great. If Wagner can stay healthy, he's great. So this is a team that could kind of poke their head up at some point.
Yeah, it's they've been worse than they are. Like
Mhm.
they're not as bad of a team as they've showed. Um, Frankly, I would argue Paolo has a lot to do with that, but yeah,
Yeah, I think he's gonna figure it out though. I think he's been playing better recently.
I agree. I do think so too, but I do think we have to be honest. Like, I hope no matter what happens this season, I do think he needs to have like a little bit of look. And you're right. Like he's been really good the last few games. So it's like poorly timed, but I do think he needs to have like a little bit of a look in the mirror because like some of his like effective field goal percentages are like kind of rough, and it's like every time Pablo shoots, sometimes you're like, damn, I wish someone else was shooting that rock. Like it's like, and
Hmm.
that's never how you should feel about a best player. A best player is the guy you don't want shooting the ball, right? Like the other team
Right.
shouldn't want Paolo shooting the ball, but right now with the shot profile and the percentages that he shoots at, you're kind of like W Paolo shooting. So
Yeah. Like shooting like 30% from three.
yeah, and honestly, it's only like 45% from the field too. So like from twos, I don't like. I guess I
It's
can
like
look at this right now. Like
52% or something. Like,
yeah, like from twos, he's shooting worse than Anthony Black, than Desmond Bain, than Franz Wagner, than Jalen Suggs. He's shooting worse than Tristan Da Silva from two percentage wise. So like that's the thing. Like at some point, like something's got to give. Like you got to shoot better from two, even
hmm.
if you're not shooting well from three.
Yeah. 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 No, it's an interesting team.
Yeah, it's a really weird team, and it sucks because Paolo. This should have been a team that Paolo should have been able to take to the promised land. I just think the fit's been a little weird for him, and it just hasn't worked out as well. Hope I will say they'll have a few years though. They'll have a few years of runway. They're
Oh
not going
yeah.
to freak out. That'll be fine.
Yeah, they'll outlast the Knicks and the Cavs in terms of like staying power. Like those teams will kind of age out. Maybe even the Celtics will age out.
Yeah. Well, the Celtics are doing a really good job. Like the pivot moves they made this offseason, like are really going to help them stay relevant with like this kind of core for a few years. To be honest, so,
Hmm. Dude, ugh, love being the Celtics fan.
must be nice. Anything else you want to cover before we go? I don't want to talk about my favorite team. We could just move on from that, even though we talked about yours for half the pod.
Nah, man. Yeah, let's save the. I mean, dude, we could talk about. I think for the West, let's have like it'll be a real conversation soon. There's just the quick hits for me are OKC and San Antonio. We're just so like this was a rivalry 10 years ago, and all of a sudden it's an amazing rivalry again, and it's great to see.
Yeah, I agree. I love watching San Antonio play, by the way, and I think
Yeah,
they can totally beat the Thunder in the series. Like,
they can.
absolutely, they like, and I think with that, because they can beat San Antonio, the Thunder in a series, like it's hard for me not to put San Antonio in like my top two favorites. Like,
Oh yeah, oh yeah. They. I mean,
which has
yeah.
shifted. I mean, to be honest, I think that narrative has kind of shifted over the last month and a half as we've seen the Nuggets continue to sputter. The Spurs
Mhm.
continue to play well. Like if you had asked me 2 months ago, I probably still would have had the Nuggets above the Spurs. But the consistency that we've seen from the Spurs is so fantastic, and yeah, even though Dylan Harper's Castle can't shoot at all, like doesn't matter. Like I can't believe it.
Bro. Yeah, like their recent games beat the Sixers, Pistons, Clippers, Rockets, Celtics. Lost a 5 point game to the Nuggets without Wemby, and then they
Mhm.
just beat the Hornets.
Just consistent, man. It was
Yeah,
impressive. And
very impressive.
if we're talking about teams with staying power, yeah,
This is a team with some staying
yeah.
power,
I
bro.
mean, come on, man. Harper's a rookie, and they're this good already, man. Harper's 19 years old, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro. And Champagne's really good.
Yeah, Champagne's really good.
Um,
Harrison Barnes is
yeah,
nice still.
yeah. Luke Cornett is great.
Yeah.
And De'Aaron Fox is 28.
Yeah.
He's not even old. Like,
And also, De'Aaron, with the way he plays, like they kind of manage his minutes pretty well. Like when Wemby's out, they just like it's like De'Aaron Fox 40 minutes, right? But like honestly, it's they don't play him that much. They don't have to. Like he's not going to age out that badly, to be honest. And usually, and Fox should age out badly. So I don't know. Like theoretically, he's a profile player who should age out badly, is what I meant.
mhm,
But like with this system, feels like he'll age closer like Tony Parker now. Like I kind of have my
mhm.
bets that he'll be semi relevant till age 33, 34, 35, rather than like if he had stayed on the Kings and they were just driving him into the ground, like, maybe he'd be out of the league in a few years. I know it sounds drastic, but that's kind of how those drop offs go. Like Westbrook, who did hang around, like he went from being like 25 point per game guy to a 15 point per game guy in like 2 years, right? So
Yeah, yeah. Very quick.
yeah,
Um,
that's kind of how it goes with the small guards. But yeah, I think
mhm.
Fox is going to stay. Yeah, it's really impressive. I guess yeah, you're right. We should kind of save the West and kind of deep dive it because I think the
Yeah,
East we did our part here, but the West is probably worth a deep dive.
yeah. And I mean, we'll give all these teams like more goes as we get closer and things are more finalized. But
Yeah,
man, it's getting exciting.
it is getting exciting. I'm very excited. Third playoffs for Spin Hoops. Fourth playoffs.
Third playoffs. I think we're actually up 30th anniversary is like just around right now.
Damn, we probably should. We probably could have looked that up for the podcast.
We probably could have looked that up.
Yeah,
But hey, for episode 100 and 1, 2, 3, we got something good coming up.
yes, we do have some good stuff. Actually, that's an important point. Keep your eyes out for that.
So, man, I'm looking forward to it. All right, Max, you got anything else?
Nah, that wraps it up for me.
All right, man. Hey, shout out, Bam. We'll keep watching, and as always, we'll be spitting hoops, baby. All right, y'all soon.